that. So going to be the Hui, which we expect to be in the hands of Angel mid, which will push that Corki bot. And I gotta say, I do like LNG's draft a lot here, Yanni. I think that between...
Find himself some chicken nuggies. Take those away.
It should be traded by Xiaohao as well in the back half here, as we will just get a little bit of vertical jungling going on. So I think both teams well aware of what's going on at the moment, though. ZDZ could be in trouble. Skarner did burn E. He's on the Krugs, though, not going for the play, and ZDZ saving his hop. Going to be safe enough, as actually might look to push 5T5 off this.
Yeah, try to get some good damage on him. ZDZ was already going to be pretty low, and the fact that he was going to mini-Gnar, he is okay to sacrifice
if you find the stun in there, that's a really big mechanic in the Renekton matchup. I think that the stun for Wink came in a little bit early off the flash, but this dive still could continue.
He's flashless now. He's going to try to get away,
Nice.
but can't do so. The shield is not enough. Good tanking there, and Wink gets first blood.
Now that was
LNG is ready to turn this play around. EDG is ready to slam it. Zika is ready. Here comes 5T5 coming in. They're going to look to turn onto him. He's going to flash away, but now everybody is on the Skarner as he desperately tries to get away. Does Impale whiffs against 3 members of EDG.
Beautiful sidestep from on to Denting blows. Does make these dragons quite healthy. Angel didn't have access to the E is what I'm going to assume. Again, if you throw out the fear or the chompers, it can cancel Skarner out of his E. So Angel not using any of them. I'm going to assume that that was down. I didn't see in the lower left screen if he had anything up or not, but it does burn the flash. And now it might just be the cross-country trek towards the top side. Does have flash back up, which is important.
Yep. Dragon being started. Not really being focused here. It's just kind of beating the tar.
Oh, they're elsewhere.
Out of 5T5, and EDG has said, you know what, we are just going to go. You can have the dragon. We will take the Herald, and again, we'll try to do what they were unable to do last time and make a very positive Herald play. Now in the mid lane, LNG going to shove in. We see a lot of pings going down, so they're not actually able to do anything against Angel given the fact that his flash is back up now.
We'll just turn this into topside pressure. With that demolish and the threat of EDG taking Rift Herald going to be enough for Zika to drop that wave. Does it end up being first turret, though? A little bit of a race going on. Azir's bot, but there's no Nashor's Tooth for Hai Chao. It did go for the Leandries first, so a little bit slower on taking that turret despite the 4 grubs. And first tower and feats go over to EDG.
What do you think of feats now that the dust has settled? You know, we're into split 2. Again, you know, we see a lot of teams do this, but it just feels like you should be getting more off of that.
Yeah,
Cubby, you're a baseball guy. When the ball doesn't get hit to you a lot, it's kind of hard to keep yourself locked in. You know, that's Wink going like, "Hey, my hands still work."
Just a friendly check-in.
Oh no! Wait a minute, Wink went a little bit too hard here, and he is going to fall. This is going to be LNG's first kill of the game.
Yeah, that's not a brush that you can walk in. That was not justified by Wink. There are things that can outrange Corki in this game, but you're saying that as Corki gets to interact with Kalista, Skarner, and Camille, that's actually better than most games for Corki.
All right, never mind.
Defense being played. The waves are nice right now for EDG. They do have both side waves.
Good, but
that's me wanting action. I'm
with you. I'm with you, brother. Yeah. I'm with you. We finally
that solves any and all action problems in the end, Yanni.
Yeah, fire. Honestly, fire can solve a lot. Xiaohao looking to solve something here. Looking to solve the problem of no action as they blow up Zika. Here we go. EDG making a play.
Goodbye. Yeah, Zika just got sent to a different realm. As that Corki, that upfront dash was big, and now Wink.
All right, LP should be able to pull him on the Fate's Call. Going to go link up with 5T5 here. LP is able to hop over the wall, so no other action there, but yeah, there are many members of EDG hanging around this mid lane, maybe looking to take out this mid-tier 1.
To like this from EDG, they can wait a little bit to respond to that bot wave. They're going to make sure that they knock down this outer as they have the numbers. Good pick onto Zika and Corki. There's yep, goodbye.
They flashed on him. He's dead. And all of a sudden, LNG is just getting picked off one by one. They've fallen asleep at the wheel, Cubby. And with the lack of action in this game, I don't necessarily good tools.
I was farmed up a Storm.
Yeah,
he just hasn't done anything with it yet.
This is a team that they have good tools,
we missed.
and they haven't been able to use them. We're trying to use the tools. Angel's able to flash away. Angel down to about half HP, but he's going to survive with the hostile takeover coming through. They're beating the tar out of each other, but now doing a whole lot of damage. Meanwhile, Hai Chao is full HP. 5T5 super low. 5T5 goes down from a severing bolt. And now LP's got to flash away as LNG strike, but get it reversed on.
I just don't think that engage is really warranted on Angel. I like the fact that they got the flash out, but Zika going that far in, again, Haichao wasn't there and didn't TP to the play, so he's just late. And being down numbers, EDG just went out in the back half of the fight.
Zika teleporting in, but so is ZDZ. So a 5v4 in favor of EDG right now, and Haichao getting chunked out pretty hard. As EDG have full control after getting another pick, being up about 3,500 gold, we'll call it. The Soul coming up in about 50 seconds.
For a look, that was actually pretty good with Angel being out of position and being forced to flash early.
We've yet to see an Emperor's Divide this game, Cubby. Haichao,
yeah, that too.
Hopefully saving the first for the best. Dragging into about 6,000 HP as LNG wants to find their way in. Their ultra back up. Zika's in there. 5T5 is in there too. ZDZ has split the gap between the two, but he's stuck in the pit and he's miniing R right now. And the dragon is stolen away by LNG. And here comes the hostile takeover. ZDZ is hitting his teammates, but it's just to buy some space. Zika will exit the pit. LNG will lick their wounds, but take their prize.
They're happy with the yoink there if you are LNG. So good smite from 5T5. He won the war against Xiaohao. Now the real question is health bars lie in advantage at EDG. They do have the red buffs, which will help them sustain up a week. Let's cancel their on. That actually might lead to some pressure for the mid-outer. LP and Haichao are each here. Haichao still not working towards the Nashers. Still doesn't have it yet, as we're expecting that to be with the Kodaks and the blasting one leads into. It's the consolation bracket for sure. This is the NIT tournament, Yanni.
Yeah,
these games still matter quite a bit.
This is the don't finish in last in the bottom two tournament. And Zika, all of a sudden, has found himself on the wrong side of the tracks.
Oh, they're going Baron. They're going Baron.
I like this play. The flash was burnt by ZDZ. Zika is going to try to lead them on a wild goose chase. He's going to burn his flash, too.
Angel knows.
Trying to escape from Wink. So the question is, how well can you dance, Zika? As they've realized that they can no longer chase this. Wink is still in the area. Instead of going to help out the team. So we're going to see a 4v3 on the top side here.
They got this.
The Baron is very low.
It's gone.
And well played by LNG. They have finally made a snappy decision, Cubby, and they are rewarded, draped in purple.
A damn good one.
This bottom wave, we see a lot of pings going down. We do know the objective control of a team that has a Callista. 7, 6, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000. Who's going to get it? It is secured by LNG, and they have the revives. And Zika says, it's time for me to go in. Angel chunked to half, and Zika is going to have to withdraw soon, but he gets enough shields to survive. The Spiraling Despair does a whole lot. LP is taking very low. Haichao whiffs on his ultimate, and ZDZ on the backline forces multiple members of LNG away, and that means the Soul will go the way of EDG.
It can't be torpedoing nothing like that. Like, even if it connects, I don't think it wins them the fight at all. And this Feta Zero just, again, not in position to ever really do damage. So the lead is kind of null and void. As LNG with the Baron going to try and pick up some enters here. But still, like, they're down Soul after this Baron. The gold's going to be even. Soul on the table.
Here's the Impale. On singular target, it's Haichao. Haichao, a little low, but he's in the back of the fight. ZDZ making a big play. And Haichao, where is Haichao? He's not with the team. He can't get over the wall. Now he's got to hit the blast cone to get out of there, but EDG hold their ground and get a pick.
Great play from Xiaohao. Again, has the GA. Didn't even have to
almost dead, below 40%. Expecting somebody else to be able to pick him up and win the fight from there. And it just couldn't happen.
Shuo's dead. There's no Fate's Call.
Yeah. This bro is dead. He's going to turn around, drop the ultimate down.
Buffer.
But it's not really going to help too much. This Corgi does way too much damage. And that is big for EDG as, despite the fact LNG got Baron, EDG still controls the map. And we're going to try to cut out the middleman as they have already started up the Baron. On does a lot of damage. On is really tanky.
This is not spotted. And Angel can make it really hard to walk in. Okay, now they spot it, but can they even get there in time?
Absolutely not. Maybe they can. 5T5 is trying to wade his way through. He's pulled the Gnar, but the Mega Gnar slams 2 into the wall. It's time. We need to see Haichao make a big play. Couple of knockups on the backside. The fight is split. Haichao! Haichao gets to the back line, makes a huge play. Angel is low and goes down. And LNG find the lifeline. And as you said, Cubby, they may be able to end the game. Only 2 members left alive for the side of EDG. The health bars are not perfect, but Haichao is teleporting in, and he's got full HP. The inhibitor is going down, Cubby. It has fallen. It's ZDZ and it's Xiao Hao, the ones that need to hold the line, but they have to hold for so long. Slammed up against the wall with the X-Stall's impact.
GA.
Xiao Hao is going to go down, but he's got that GA. ZDZ has to retreat to the fountain as the first Nexus turret is going to fall. The second Nexus turret is under siege. Xiao Hao just going in, but he goes down. ZDZ falls too. 27 seconds before the Elder spawns. Cubby, we thought this was a game. The exact reason why Elder was created, but instead...